Yeah. So I had a couple cancellations today for Yoga for Everybody. So I thought that I would just still do a little abbreviated class so folks can kind of see what we're doing here from Chair Space. So with that said, for folks that want to tune in and do this on your own, if you want to share this with your parents, this is a good way to kind of get them into it. I feel like a lot of the classes, upper body, like strength and stretching and breath work and some twists. So as always, just consult with your doctor. If anyone has any questions, you can always come and talk to me or direct message me or hit me up on Facebook, whatever the case may be. Okay. But I thought it would be nice just so you guys can kind of get in a flow. I think the breathwork stuff, especially during COVID, so we can keep our lungs healthy, is a really good option. So with that said, I'm like looking around here for my makeshift strap. So a couple things that you're going to want if you don't have a yoga strap at home, since this is a lot of like beginner stuff and you haven't purchased any of those things, that's totally okay. You can always use a book, right? So a little bit thicker hard copy book. I chose War and Peace. No, but honestly, but something kind of like around the size, like comparable to like the size of a block hard cover is more preferable. Like small photo albums and stuff like that, if folks still have those, would work. Also, if you don't have a strap, infinity scarves for us seated would work okay. You could also use a blanket and kind of roll it up. The blankets sometimes have a little bit more give than the scarves. So just a couple things to keep in mind. You can also use a tie and you can also use a towel, okay? Some type of pillow that you can kind of roll up, okay? Because we'll be doing like a couple of forward folds where we're just going to be creating space in between our torso and the tops of our thighs. So you can use those three things. Yeah, and I think that that's us to start. So with that said, let's go ahead and ground down through our sit bones. If you can take both feet to the floor, please do so. If not, that's totally okay. It's more than okay, right? So we make do with the bodies that we have. And so just thinking about how you can ground down through both seat and with connection to whatever is that space that, is the greatest space of like resting and grounding for you. So hands can come to knees. They can also sit in the base of the belly and maybe come out on a little bit on the seat. So you can start to engage your core. Roll the shoulders flat back. Take the chin down to the chest to engage that bandha in the throat. Crown of the head sails up to the sky. So nice long spine. Take a nice deep inhale through our nose. Coming all the way up to the top of our breath and then exhale. Big inhale. Filling up through our rib cage, allowing our rib cage to expand, engaging the low belly, so the space right below the belly button. Exhale. Rib cage collapses. Inhale. Shoulders come away from the ears. Exhale. Let's think this time about breathing into our bellies. So big inhale. Fill up through the belly and expand through the belly space. And exhale. Belly pulls in and back towards the spine. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. So let's do a Vastrika. Actually, let's start off with some gratitude first. So stay in your breath, okay? And you can come back into normal breathing. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. It is the full moon today, so we'll count this as our moon flow, okay? So setting intention and aspiration for ourselves as we move into this next moon phase. So this is the full moon in Leo. Take a nice deep inhale. Giving gratitude to the moon as she creates all of the waves within the universe, right? She creates that vibration. So from the waves in the ocean into our rivers and our lakes, and then also to think about the radio and air waves, things that move through the air around us. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. You give gratitude to the sun because he helps balance out the moon, allows us to grow, allows us to take in that vitamin D, which we all so very much need. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We give gratitude for this earth. So the water, acknowledging our bodies just as bodies of water, right? Just like any river or lake, they're just kind of confined into a space of skin and bone and muscle. We also give gratitude to the land, okay? So the water, air, and the land, understanding that we live in a space of abundance. We have everything that we need here. So to move away from these concepts of scarcity. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Giving gratitude for the indigenous peoples of this land. So I'm out here in Montana, so the Salish, the Blackfeet, the Kootenai tribes, and the surrounding areas in space. Right, so I encourage everybody where you're at to please look up the tribes that are indigenous to this land, who are stewards of the land prior to any of our arrival. Give them homage and respect. And understand that preservation of land means preservation of tribe and culture and people. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for the practice of yoga and for the indigenous people who created the practice. So Black people and Black culture. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And lastly, we give gratitude to our bodies and ourselves. I think society tells us oftentimes that we're not good enough, right? That there's a normal in terms of our bodies. And let us just know that normal is not a real thing, nor is perfect. Understanding that this concept of perfect is in the balance of ourselves as human beings. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. If you have your eyes closed, you can slowly come to open your eyes. Come back into your room and into your space. Maybe take note of something that you hadn't seen or recognized before. Check in with your body. Maybe it's feeling some way that you haven't felt before. Maybe you have a certain tingle in your toes or your hands. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then we'll slowly come to look out past that right shoulder. And then we'll slowly bring ourselves through center line and then come to look out past our left. Bring ourselves back to center line. Let's do a little bit of Bhastrika today. So warm ourselves up from the inside out. Nice in the winter months. You can always do this from your bed, right? First thing when you wake up in the morning. It energizes the body. So go ahead and take the hands next to the shoulders. Makes a couple of fists. And then on the inhale, we reach up. And then on our exhale, we pull down. So I'm going to do 15 reps on my count a little bit faster. Inhale up. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers go around the thumbs. Go ahead and press the fists together, and the pinkies are right up against the base of the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Tuck the chin down ever so slightly, crown of the head lifts. Take a nice deep inhale. Breathe all the way up to the top of the lungs and hold. See if you can take another sip in. And see if you can take in one more sip. Exhale. Hands come down to knees. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Blow it way out. Hold the air out. Release the hands. And see if you can bring your hands underneath your rib cage. And then we inhale on our release. Exhale. Hands come next to the waistline. We inhale out like a rowboat this time. And rest, palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs, fingers down to the fists down to the base of the belly, roll back through the shoulders, crown of the head ascends up to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale. Breathe all the way up into the top of the chest and hold. See if you can take another big sip in. See if you can take in one more sip. Hold at the top. Exhale. Hands release, they come down to the knees. Big inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Hold it out. Release the hands. They come up underneath that ribcage again. And then inhale to release. Exhale. On this last one, something just to remind y'all, if this is not doable or uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, you can always seal the lips and then puff up through the ribcage. So it'd be like, okay. And then exhale. So we're just trying to create space like in our belly and around our ribs, just to open things up, okay? So last one, hands to shoulders. On our inhale, we reach up. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs. Fists down to the base of the belly, shoulders back. Big inhale. And hold. See if you can take another big sip in. As David Vendetti likes to say, biggest sip of your life. Exhale. Hands release, they come down to knees. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Hold it out. Hands release. They come up and underneath the rib cage one last time. Or you inflate through the rib cage. Then inhale to release. Exhale. And sweep the arms up overhead. Reach up out of the shoulders. Try to take the biceps as close as you can to your ears. Roll the shoulder blades, let them cascade down the back. Let the palms press any stagnant and stale energy out and away. Hands come all the way down to the sides. Press down, roll back through the shoulders. Inhale, arms sweep up again. Fingers reach up. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Keep the biceps by the ears. Big inhale. Exhale, flip the palms, and then slowly again, press out through the palms. Press, open up through the chest, tuck the chin ever so slightly, and then hands come all the way down to the sides. Keep pressing, 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 like you're pressing the ground away. palms open towards the front of the room. Let's do a couple of shoulder circles with that left arm first to start. So sweeping arm forward and backward, checking for any pops and locks, right? Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Same thing, let's go back that opposite way. Right? So understanding where you might be sticking. Try to keep that in a nice straight line of energy. We're gonna go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let that arm hang heavy. Same thing on that opposite side. Sweep that arm up and forward. So again, try to keep the chest on straight. Arm is kicking up. You can go nice and slow here. Right, we have a tendency to want to move like really quickly. Take your time, reach out through the fingertips, reach back, reach up and over. For 4 more, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly go ahead and reverse back. Check in with that rotator cuff. Keep the chest on nice and straight. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly let that hand just, and let both hands just kind of swing. Let's go ahead and reach the arms up. Interlock the fingers, but do it the uncomfortable way. So swap it up a little bit. Take the hands back behind the head, keep the elbows wide. Breathe up into the chest, rock the head back into the hands and open up through the chest. Exhale. Pull in on the low belly and the biceps or the elbows come close to the head. Inhale. Breathe up, exhale. Chin can tuck down to the chest. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to center line. Go ahead and release the hands. If you can take this right palm and place it under your seat. If you can't, you can always kind of try to hook it here on the base of the chair, or you can just let the palm, you can try to press down through that palm too, if that's an option. My whole thing is if you can do all the above, just play with it, okay? So one time, do it one way, another time, do it the opposite way. So hand flips, sit down on that palm, sweep that right or that left hand up and over and cup onto that ear. Nice deep inhale. Breathe into the neck, down through the shoulder. Think about relaxing and releasing through the jaw. Big inhale. And breathe all the way up into the skull. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release the head with the hand. Let the hand just hang down to the side. Take the chin and slowly drop it in towards the chest. You're gonna feel a big stretch through the back part of the neck, all the way up to the crown of the head. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly bring it back over to that opposite side or to that same side, and then let the head come through the center line. Okay, come off of that hand. Take that right hand and bring it to the back of the shoulder and hold on. Pull down through the elbow. Take that left hand to the side of the neck and give yourself a little baby massage here. Okay, COVID has cut down on massages. We're always told like not to touch our own bodies. That's crazy. So go ahead and give yourself a little bit of love. And then slowly you're going to create an opening here in the neck and the shoulder. So pull down through the elbow and pull up underneath the throat with the forearm. Big inhale. Breathe. Exhale. Again, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Go ahead and release. Same thing on that same opposite side. Left hand can come underneath the seat. Again, you can hold here, you can press down. You're just trying to create that resistance with this arm so you can get a little bit deeper stretch in the left side of the neck. Okay. Sweep this arm up and over. Cup onto the ear. And then slowly pull that right ear towards that right shoulder. Engage the low belly, sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders down the back. Big inhale. Again, breathe into the neck, breathe into the jaw, relax and release into the side of the face, and then pull that stream of air up to the crown of the head. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Arm can just hang. Slowly bring this chin down towards the chest. Relax and release here through the side of the neck. Nice deep inhale. And the more you do this, the less tight you will be, right? And practice doesn't make perfect, okay? Practice creates balance, and it creates ritual. Because I'll tell you, there's some days that I can do this, and I've been doing it for a little while, and like any posture, some days will be very different than other days, right? Our bodies, different bodies every day, depending on what we ate the day before, what we drank the day before, what we didn't eat, what we didn't drink, how much sleep we got, how much sleep we didn't get, right? Y'all get the point. Come up off of that hand. Grab onto the back of that shoulder. Pull down with the elbow. Hand comes to the outside of the neck. Pull down and reach over here. Big inhale. Give yourself a nice little massage with those hands. Exhale, slowly release. Let your hands come down to your sides. Go ahead and take a quick turn out past that left side. Quick turn out past that right. We bring ourselves back to center. Take that left hand or right hand, left knee. You can sweep that hand back behind. You can grab onto the chair. Try to keep the chest pulling towards the front. Use the outside of that knee to turn and twist. Pull in on the low belly. You can also, if you can open up wider through the shoulder, you can bring this hand down and back behind you. So it's going to come around the low part of the back. And then you can come to see if you can grab onto this hip. And then you use that as a bind and a leverage space to pull yourself up and over. I like to say that you are the only person that you can put yourself in a bind and the only person that can get yourself out of one, both on and off the mat, okay? So slowly, or on and off your chair, come out of that posture. Same thing on that opposite side. Left hand to right knee. Right hand can either spin back behind. You can grab onto the chair and use it as that space to twist. You can also grab on to like the base of the chair, like right back at the low base of the spine. Or the hand can come around to try to grab for that hip. Even if you don't get it, right? Try. Nice deep inhale. Pull in on the low belly, roll back through the shoulder. Exhale, hold. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale, pull in on the low belly, twist a little bit deeper. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. We bring ourselves back through our center line. Inhale, arms up. Bring your arms here to touch the shoulders and then open up. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. If you have weights at home, you can do that with weights too. Bring your elbows forward, arms come forward, hands, palms come forward. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly drop the hands down to the side. And then we're gonna go ahead and let's stretch before we strengthen, y'all. So grab onto your blanket, your scarf, your strap, your tie, okay? Arms are gonna come up overhead. I like to hook my thumbs in the infinity scarf. It works pretty well, okay? So inhale, we're gonna pull. You can keep a little bend in the elbows. Pull and draw the scarf back behind the head or the strap behind the head. You can kind of move and shift here. Pay attention to what part. So this is my right shoulder. I'm like mirroring y'all, but my right shoulder sticks a lot more than my left does, right? So just pay attention and breathe into that space that's sticking. Exhale. Again, big inhale. Exhale, bring that scarf up and overhead and then pull, create some resistance on the scarf and rock over to that left-hand side. Big inhale. Exhale. Come back to center line. Big inhale. Exhale, pull over here. Come up and out of that shoulder a little bit. Maybe hollow out. Think about turning the armpit towards the front of the room. Back to center line, same thing on that opposite side. Turn that armpit, yeah. Saying yes to myself, like, yeah, that's right. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center one more time. Back to center, pull back again. See if you notice a difference here. Nice deep inhale. Arms come up, arms come down. Awesome job, y'all. So we can go ahead and sweep that left arm up and over. Press into the side of the chair. You can always grab onto the chair, reach with the fingertips. Big inhale. Press down through the sit bone, pull in on the low belly, flip the palm, press over. Same thing on that opposite side. Pull, press down through the sit bone, pull that bicep back to the ear, pull with the fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale, flip the palm, slowly come back over. Same thing on each side. Exhale, flip. Back over, head moves through center line, same thing. Back over last time. Pull up through the chest, exhale, flip. Really nice job, y'all. Okay, you can take the block or your book, War and Peace. I'm not gonna lie, I've never read this book. So maybe I should put it on the list. Some things just sound so boring. Anyway, I'm all about peace, but you know, I guess you should understand war on that opposite side. Press your elbows forward. So they're gonna turn as close forward as they can. And then you're gonna press into the sides of the block. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, press back. Again, big inhale. Exhale, keep the block where it is and press back. Elbows, try to pull into the center line a little bit more. Big inhale. Exhale, press back. 2 more, big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the block, press back. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, press back. Inhale, hands come up, block comes down. Go ahead and set the block down to the front. Take the arms out in front of you. And then maybe just do some like rotations with the hands. Same thing. So thinking about how you're rotating from the elbow, how you're rotating from the wrist, how you're rotating from the shoulder on this one. Maybe you flip the movement. You can play around with it a little bit. Let's do more. And then go ahead and shake out the hands. We'll do a little hand exercise. So take your right hand, Face it up to the sky. Yeah, we've been doing this for almost 40 minutes now. Who says you can't do an hour class in a chair? So if you need to grab water, always do so. All right. Go ahead, take that palm up to the sky. Grab onto that baby finger, pinky finger, with that right hand. Flip that palm. This is a great song for this exercise. Go ahead and pull on the pinky and press. Nice deep inhale. If this is too much, you can take your legs wide and you can use the chair to kind of press down here too. If that is too much, you know, you can always just keep it airborne, okay? But you make sure that you stabilize on the back side of that hand. Nice deep inhale. Pull on the finger, exhale, release. Go to that ring finger, pull down and flip and press. Slowly come back up. Grab on to that middle finger, flip and press. Slowly come back out. Grab on to that index finger, flip and press. If you want to move to the music, you can do that too. Go ahead and slowly release. Grab on to the thumb, press and pull a little bit. And this one's kind of awkward when you're trying to do it here on the leg. So maybe you drop down here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Same thing on that left hand side. Palm face up, grab on to that pinky finger, big inhale. Come on. Nice deep inhale, pull. Ever so slightly, okay? Slowly release. Grab on to that ring finger, press, flip, press. Slowly come back out. Grab onto that middle finger, press and flip. Match this with your breath, right? So exhale. Think about relaxing and releasing through the hands, through the arms. Slowly release. Index finger, flip and press. You can kind of give your finger a little massage here, like move that thumb around on the back side of the finger if you want to, just to kind of stretch it out through the knuckle space. And then go ahead and take that thumb, flip and press. Slowly. Go ahead and give those hands a nice shake. Okay, so let's come out onto our chair a little bit here, okay? I'm gonna turn my chair so y'all can see it. Have your pillow close by. Okay, so y'all, brace yourself here with your forearms and your elbows on the back part of the chair. These chairs are ideal. I didn't know how ideal they were. Thank you, Trudy, which would be my mother, for buying me these chairs. So, pull in on the low belly. Use your hands here. We're gonna raise this leg up and set it down. So we're gonna go for 8, pull in on the low belly, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, flex the foot for 3, for 2, and 1, let that foot come down. Same thing on that left-hand side. Pick up that leg, pulse for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Big inhale. Now, scoot yourself way back into the chair. If it's a little reclined, that's okay. Just see if you can get your sit bones to be on the front part of them. It might be better to sit up straight here. It's totally up to you. But we're gonna extend our legs out in front of us and just hold. Pull in on the low belly and think about engaging the tops of the thighs. Big inhale. So like we're standing on the wall in front of us. Exhale, hold. For 3 more big breaths, big inhale. Exhale. 2 more, big inhale. Press out through the soles of the feet. 1 more, big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release the legs. We're gonna go ahead and 1 leg, lift, press, lower, and lift. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Same thing on that opposite side. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold and press. Slowly release. All right, y'all. Go ahead and grab onto your pillow and roll it up. You can also use your blocks here. It doesn't provide as much of a cushion, so it's not quite as comfortable. But we're gonna let ourselves just hang over the top of the pillow. So it's gonna kind of dig into our gut a little bit, which is good because we never usually give our organs a nice little massage either. So press down, take the belly over, and then just let yourself hang heavy. Engage the low belly to protect the low back. Nice deep inhale. And you can lay as heavy here as you like. Sometimes breathing gets a little bit restricted, so just pay attention to that. This is like the type of posture where I like to say you can start to kind of feel your soul beat, right? So that pulse in the base of the belly. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly. Go ahead, engage the low belly as you come up. Go ahead and kick that pillow off to the side. If you want to here, y'all, you can take the knees wide, okay? To always best of our ability, right? Whatever the body says that we can do, press out on the knees, okay? We're gonna drop down through our shoulder. So opening up to the inside of our thighs and our groin. Drop down. Think about grounding down through the feet if your feet are down on the mat. If not, that's okay. We rock back. Go ahead and take those legs back together. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, flip the palms. Take that left arm. Sorry, I ate this delicious, for anyone that's in Missoula right now, and for folks that are planning on coming, there's a market close to my spot called Front Street Market. We're just gonna hang with our hands out here. They have this tofu breakfast burrito, like this vegan tofu breakfast burrito that will blow your minds. So reach out. Go ahead and take that left arm over the top of the right arm. Come around to give yourself a nice big hug. Try to grab on to the back side of like the shoulder blades, right? Nice deep inhale. So this is prep for what would be eagle arms, okay? And then slowly open up this way. Same thing on that opposite side, right? So that right arm is gonna come over that left arm. Big hug here. Big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Arms are wide. We're gonna try to come into eagle arms here. So we're gonna take that left arm. It's gonna come underneath the right arm. Now this time, we're going to take our hands. So right now my pinkies are facing away from me. Scissor the hands together. So pull them towards the center line, and then you bring them together in prayer as close as you can. So your thumbs are going to face towards you. And then you're going to press the shoulders out, press the elbows out, and roll the shoulders down the back. And you can kind of play around here, right? With some breath work and some pulses. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Slowly release. Let's do the same thing on that opposite side. Right hand comes underneath left hand. That scissor again, right? So pinkies are facing away from me. Pull the hands together midline. They come together in as prayer as close as you can. If you can't hit this, right, you can always use like a towel and hold like here, right? If you can't get the hands to bind, you can hold this like here until you're able to get your hands together. Nice deep inhale. And you might get your hands together like honestly tomorrow or later on tonight, and you might get them together next week or 8 years from now, okay? Like there's one teacher out here, Glenn, who said he focused on a pinnacle posture, and it took him like doing it religiously until he could finally get into it. It was about 8 years, right? And he's a teacher out here. So hands together, nice deep inhale. We're in a pulse here for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead and slowly release. Okay, if you can, y'all, this will be like the last big like movement that we do. And my mother's daughter, I always run late. So sorry, Mom. All right, so rock back. See if you can interlock your fingers around the front part of your shin. Okay, if you can't get the lock, right, if that's not an option for you, you can always take your lovely strap or your infinity scarf or whatever the case may be, throw it around the front part of the shin, pull it up this way, roll back and down through the shoulder blades, right? Nice deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Pull up, nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. If you can do this, great. You can try to take that ankle over the top of that thigh first to start. We're gonna stretch out through our hips in this one. So the thinker, put a little bit of pressure onto that knee. Be careful of your knee. There's a saying in one of the hot yoga series. He says a foolish thing that says, you can mess with the gods, but you can't mess with your knees. You cannot mess with the gods, and you also cannot mess with your knees. Okay, so go ahead, press here, lean forward, pull in on the low belly. Think about opening up through that left hip. Nice deep inhale. If this is not an option for you, if this is an option, great, hang out right there. You also can do more of an eagle leg for option here, right? Where you're gonna take that left foot, it comes over, and you cross it behind the calf. Pull in on the low belly, come down and over, right? This is gonna give you a different stretch than this, okay? Or than just this. These are more comparable, obviously, right? So take whatever it is that you need here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Again, you can always use your strap to try to kick this over and chill, right? If you need a little bit of assistance, I'm telling you, infinity scarves are, you never knew how helpful they would be. My aunt gave me this one for Christmas. She actually gave it to me last year, but my mom forgot to give it to me, so I got it this year. Surprise. I love it. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. And slowly, again, if you want to do that full like eagle leg cross, you can try that. Where you cross that foot over and it swings over here. And then again, you're just going to make sure that you engage your low belly as you pull yourself over the tops of the hips. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly release. So, you know, when you're like sitting and just like hanging out in different spaces, you're doing yoga, you don't even know it. Okay. Take that infinity strap or the strap around the base of the foot and see if you can kick out here. Nice deep inhale. You can kind of recline back in this and then use the strength of your hands to walk up the strap as much as you can, right? Nice deep inhale. Flex the foot, press out through the heel. If you're feeling really strong and flexible through hips today, you can pull that leg over to that side, right? Try to stay seated up in this one. And then go ahead and swap hands, pull that leg across body. So a little bit of stretch through the IT band, some compression on the groin, big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Hook that scarf on the base of the foot. Nice deep inhale. Press out through the sole of the foot. Don't bear so much like weight on like the scarf, right? Think about engaging your quad more so than letting the leg kind of rest in the scarf. And then kick that leg out to the side. Nice deep inhale. Again, a towel, a blanket, a tie will all work here. And then slowly move back through center line, cross that leg across body, pull in on the low belly, nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring that leg back out, slowly lower that leg down. Go ahead and slowly release. Let's go ahead and come down. You can either recline back in your chair, right? Kick your feet up on your ottoman if you want to, or if you're in like a lazy boy style chair, you can do that option. You can always just plant your feet on the ground. If you want to come to a simple sit, still keep that core engaged. Or if you have the option that you want to lay down on the ground, you have that option right now. And I'll just lead you all through a little bit of breathing to end us here in this practice. Next week, I let one of the folks who's going to be attending know that we're going to go through some like deeper relaxation. So the last probably like 20 minutes of class will be a yoga nidra, where I'll walk us through relaxing every single part of our bodies, okay? So go ahead, close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale. I'm going to grab the reading for the day, and you can just continue to breathe. So coming back into that breath that we started off at the beginning of class. Okay. So coming back into breathing in through our nose, exhaling through our mouth. And taking some time just to be with ourselves. Focus on your inner body. Okay? So that spirit that takes up every single, expansive spirit that takes up every single inch of you. That there's no restriction to that inner space of self. This is by Tony Parsons. And this is from my first yoga teaching manual, y'all. I can't speak highly enough about David Vendetti and Todd Skoglund at the time. They're teacher training. And the expansion of what David's doing right now with liberation yoga is something that I really feel that folks should, if you're considering going to yoga training, it's something that I would consider taking a look at. Okay. So Tony Parsons, I am the divine expression exactly as I am right here, right now. You are the divine expression exactly as you are right here, right now. It is the divine expression exactly as it is right here, right now. Nothing, absolutely nothing needs to be added or taken away. Nothing is more valid or sacred than anything else. No condition needs to be fulfilled. The infinite is not somewhere else waiting for us to become worthy. I do not have the experience, the dark night of the soul, or surrender, be purified, or go through any kind of change or process. How can the illusory separate self practice something in order to reveal that it is illusory? I don't need to be serious, honest, dishonest, moral or immoral, aesthetic or gross. There are no reference points. The life story that has apparently happened is uniquely and exactly appropriate for each awakening. All is just as it should be right now. Not because it is a potential for something better, but simply because all that is divine expression. The invitation to discover that there is no need that needs liberating is constant. There is no need to wait for moments of transformation, to look for the non-doer. Permanent bliss, an egoless state or still mind. I don't have to wait for grace to descend, for I am, you are, it is already the abiding grace. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, y'all, you can, if you're down on your backs, you can like roll over into a fetal. If you're seated, you can kind of stay where you're at or come up into simple sit. We just want to go ahead and close out our practice today, remembering in these spaces of stillness or moving stillness, correct, is where all of our bodies were formed. In that space, we were surrounded by nothing but blackness, warmth, water, and love. Y'all, we can always come back to this space. We can always come back to love. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Close out practice today with the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me. Sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in the collective we. Remembering we all come from our mother's blood and our father's seed. I want to thank you all for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your bodies. Again, if anyone has any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. And to that, I will say, go in peace and serve love always. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. All right, take care. Peace.